Hey guys, and welcome to the brand new series I'm going to be doing on the channel, which is called Project Material Flip. And basically what we're going to be doing is starting off with 1 million gold, and we're going to be doing material flipping with materials that sell on the region-wide auction house. And we're going to be flipping and seeing how much gold we can make from the 1 million gold investment and how long it will take us to make a decent amount of gold. So what we're going to be doing, we've got a brand new character right here. We're going to throw over some bags and some gold, the 1 million gold to start off with, and we'll get right into it. Before we do though, what we're going to be using for add-ons, let's go into add-ons right here. So we're going to be using Auctionator. This is to let a different add-on work properly, which is Point Blank Sniper. Now you need Auctionator for this to work because you need the shopping list groups that will be on your auctioneer. And so we're going to be using Point Blank Sniper, which basically will show us when items pop up on the auction house in live time that are worth buying to flip. And then obviously we're going to be using TSM, and you obviously need the TSM app helper to let TSM run properly. If you need to learn a bit more about TSM and Point Blank Sniper, I have videos on both of these add-ons and how to set them up and how to use them properly. Basically what we're going to be using though and doing is we're going to be using the groups from my flipping guide, and I've recently just updated and made a huge update and improvement to the material flipping side inside of my flipping guide. Basically we've got new groups, we've got a whole heap of new items and much better operations to sell them. Right, so let's just open up TSM. So we have a brand new TSM for this character. We just created it today for this challenge, so we'll be able to see all the progress through our TSM dashboard and ledger. The groups that we're using is this one right here. This is my material flipping group, which has all the items that I'm going to be flipping, material flipping, and also the operations to sell them more properly and the settings. Now if you want to get your hands on these, you can get my exact groups and operations and import them straight into your TSM by just clicking on this button right here. You can add the TSM import string that I have in my flipping guide, and you'll be able to have the exact same groups and the operations to sell them more profitably. And also if we just quickly run over to the auction house, you'll also be able to get my shopping list, which you're going to need for Point Blank Sniper. So this is under shopping, and this will have the group of all the items that I recommend flipping when you're doing material flipping. So you'll be able to import these ones also. You can just click import right here, and I have both of them import strings inside of the flipping guide. So for anyone that already owned the flipping guide, you can grab the updated copy that has recently just came out, and you will be able to use all these new imports for both TSM and Point Blank Sniper. And if you don't already own a copy, it will be the first link down below in the description box if you want to go ahead and check that out. It teaches 5 different methods of flipping in retail, a whole heap of different ones including material flipping will be inside of the flipping guide, and it also teaches Wrath Classic flipping if you wanted to make some quick and easy tokens flipping on Wrath Classic. However, let's get right into this series. So first of all, we're going to need obviously our bags and the starter gold to get going. So we'll just grab that off my main character here, and there we have it, 1 million gold to start off with and our bags, and we're ready to go. We'll also deck out our character to make it look a bit better, so you know we're going to go with that tuxedo transmog. Let's go ahead and set this all up. So there is the start, 1 million gold. We'll see how much more we can make from it with only flipping materials. Alright, let's throw in the rest of these bags here and sort the transmog out, and then we can start getting into it. So let's get the transmog mount up on Boophie. Alright, let's go ahead and throw these on. Very nice. Very nice, and let's finish it off by transmogging the rest of the stuff. Alright, we need to fix the boots. Let's go with these ones right here, the dress boots. We don't want any gloves. and we can get rid of the belt also. And I think we're pretty decked out. Let's change the dagger. We got any good ones on this account? I don't think we do. Alright, I think we're just going to go with this. Looks pretty good to me. Alright, so first of all we need to make a TSM macro. So we want it so it cancels, does shopping, neither of those. Confirm, craft, vendor. Alright, and what modifier? We won't be using a modifier. Alright, awesome. So we've got that set up. Let's throw that on the bars. Should be down the bottom here. Yes, it is. And now what we'll do is we will change that. We will change the keybind of these two. Mouse will scroll up and down. So let's go into our key bindings, which are right here. Action bar, and we want to change 2 to scroll up, 3 to scroll down. There we go. Right, we're ready to start. So if we just open TSM back up, here is the dashboard, the beginner dashboard, and hopefully we can grow it up to a lot of gold. Alright, so let's get right into it. So first of all, I'll just show you a bit about Point Blank Sniper and how it actually works. So you can set right here a price source that you want it to go by. You want to make sure that you have your shopping list selected. So if you have the flipping guide, you want to have Boophie material flipping. And now the interesting part about this add-on is you can change what percent it will actually show you the items. And this is in live time. So if an item pops up like any time right now, while you're on this page, it will actually pop up live. And so you can snipe some of the good deals that people post for really cheap. Now the way we're going to be doing it for the start of this is we're going to be buying all of the materials that are inside of my shopping list under 60% of the market value. And then what we're going to be doing is selling them a minimum at 65 all the way up to 500% of the market value, or 750 of the market value. The main spot we're going to be selling at will be around 100% of the market value. So we're buying around under 60% of the market value and aiming to sell it around 100% of the market value. And that will be where our profit comes from. And we're going to be buying pretty much all of the materials that meet the criteria. Now, for an example, this is a perfect flip. There is some posted for only 1 gold and 49 silver, and the market value is 5 gold, 92 silver. So this is definitely a really good deal. We can just buy it right here, or we can go into the page and have a bit of a closer look. So really we could buy this all the way up to the market value, which would be around here. We could go ahead and buy all of these up, or we can just stick to under 60% of the market value. So we're going to go through here, like that would be a good deal. Pretty much all of these are a good deal, except the odd ones that I like to be a bit careful about are ones like this. If you look at the dashboard and the tooltip for this item, it says that the minimum buyout is 3 gold and 49 silver, which it is, and the market value is 6 gold. But if you look at the region sale average, it's 1 gold and 68 silver. So in the past, it's been selling on average for 1 gold and 68 silver, but recently the market value has went up. As you can see, it's went up 103%. Recently the market has went up for this item. And then, so the min buyout is actually lower than the region sale average. So these are the only items that I would like to be a bit careful about. It just means that the market value of this specific item has went up recently. And this could be a good thing or a bad thing. It just makes it a bit riskier. But for an example, if you look at this one, so like I still buy these ones that look like that. However, you just need to be a bit careful. You don't want to buy like hundreds of thousands of them if they're a bit like this, because you never know if the market value could crash back down next week to around like the region sale average price. But a deal like this one right here, see, this is extremely safe and easy flip to do. If you look at the region sale average, it's 6 gold and 59 silver, and then the market value is 5 gold and 92 silver. The min buyout, which we could buy it at right now for 1 gold and 49 silver, is way below both the market value and also the region sale rate average. So you want to make sure if it's a flip like this, you know 100% you're going to be able to make gold. It's 100% safe, and the market will not drop down or go up crazy amount. So this would be like a perfect item that we'll be looking for. But to keep it simple, we've pretty much got the operation set up on this with TSM also, where we can buy out every single one of these, and this will always have them posted at a profitable price. So we can just go through here, literally buying all the items up, and as you can see, it selects them, and then what you want to do is click on start again, and it will bring up all the new ones with the new price of the lowest price. Then you can go ahead to simply just keep on doing this until that one item is gone off this screen. That means you've brought up to over 60% of the market value, which is perfect. Then you can start posting them on the auction house, and you should be the lowest price, and all of the operation will work properly then. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you what I mean. We'll keep doing it with this specific item. We'll keep refreshing until it is gone from the list, meaning that we've went over 60% of the market value for this item, which is perfect. And then we can go grab them out of the auction house and simply post them with the TSM operations, which you can find inside of the flipping guide. So we'll keep doing this until it no longer is on this screen. Alright, there we go. As you can see, we just kept on buying it until it no longer showed up on here. That means we're at over 60% of the market value is the next cheapest one, so that is perfect. Let's go ahead, grab them all from the mailbox, and then we'll use TSM to post them up on the auction house for us at the right price. And basically we'll be doing that with all of the items that are inside of the groups from the flipping guide, and we'll see how much gold we can make from doing it. So we want to make sure we have this group right here selected. You just want to go to auctioning and then run a post scan. Now this will post it for us. All you got to do is spin the mouse wheel up and down if you have the TSM macro set up. And as you can see, we've got them posted up on the auction house. We bought them for around like 2 gold, under 3 gold, and then we're reselling them for 3 gold and 85 silver each. Alright, so what I'll do right now is I'll go through this list and I'll buy out all of these items up to over 60% of the market value. So we have all of these items to sell, and then I'll throw them up on the auction house and we'll see how we go. So I'll just go down through the list, buying all of these materials, and then once we're at the bottom of the list, I'll click on start again, and this will refresh all of these listings and it will show us the new cheapest price. And then we'll go ahead, keep doing that, buying all of them until we have brought everything up to 60% of the market value. So everything below 60% of the market value we want to buy up. Alright, perfect. So we've got all the materials that were under 60% of the market value. Let's go ahead, grab them out of the mailbox, and we'll throw them up on the auction house. So we got a whole heap. We spent what, close to 30k, 28k of materials, and we'll throw them up on the auction house and they should start selling right away. That is the beauty about selling materials and reagents. They sell extremely quick on the auction house, so you can make your gold back very quickly and then reinvest it into more flips. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw these all up on the auction house. So we just use TSM, select the group right here, run post scan, and this will scan in all of the items that we've just brought, and this will have them posted up on the auction house for a profitable price and the best possible price they can be at. As you can see, we're undercutting the competitors, and that is what we want to see. So we'll go ahead, we'll post all of these, just scroll our mouse wheel up and down. It's very quick and easy to do using the TSM macro, and they'll quickly get all the materials posted, and then we'll check out what the next stage is that I'm going to be showing you. Alright, so we've got everything posted, super quick and easy. Just from them materials, we should be able to make about 9.3k just from them quick materials that we brought just then. And obviously we're going to be scaling this up, and you just continuously make money because they sell so quickly. So what we're going to do now, and I'll show you the next stage, we've already got some sales coming in, but what you want to be doing when you are flipping materials, you want to be running cancel scans. Now cancel scans are very important. So if you've been undercut like this, you definitely want to cancel the listing and then just go ahead and repost it up in the auction house, and you'll be the next person that will get the sales. It's very important. That is why we're also only using a 12-hour post duration, which is the lowest and the cheapest, because we're going to be doing a lot of cancel scanning and reposting them up on the auction house. So you can use the TSM macro for this too. You just want to make sure you select the canceling option when you set it up in settings to create it, and you can just scroll your mouse wheel up and down, and it makes the whole process a lot quicker and a lot easier to do. Now once we have cancel scanned and cancelled all the ones that we've been undercut on, what you're going to do is just simply run over to the mailbox and then repost them back up on the auction house with TSM. So let's go ahead and grab all of these and get them back up on the auction house. Alright, so we're back at the auction house. We just click on run post scan and we're going to repost all of the items once again. So let's go ahead and do that. And now once we've done this, what I like to do now is go back to Point Blank Sniper and run the sniper and see if we're getting if we can buy up any more items. Sometimes you come across people posting materials way below the market value. Say then the price is, for an example, 10 gold. The market value is 10 gold and the lowest one to buy is 10 gold. Some people will just come in and say, I want to sell mine quick, or whatever they think, and they'll post it for say 5 gold, half the price of the next cheapest one listed. This is where we come in and we can snipe up the item and then resell it for a proper price. Right, so we've got everything posted. Let's go ahead and buy up these. Oh, that's very nice. 50 gold each for the Spirit of Harmonies, and we should be able to get around 100 gold plus each for those, which is really, really good. That's what we like to see. So let's just go through, buy everything up, and we'll do this for a little bit, maybe for like half an hour or so, and we'll see how much we can grow the auction house in that amount of time. And we basically just rinse and repeat the process that we're doing. And the cool thing about this add-on, say for an example, we've brought everything that is under 60% of the market value. So there's nothing from our group, our shopping list, that is posted on the auction house for below that. The cool thing about this is it updates live. So as soon as someone posts an item, like just like that is below our thing, it will pop up right away and we can go ahead and buy it and then rinse and repeat. It's not like TSM where you got to wait. It's instantly will pop up the items and then you can quickly buy them for a really good price. Now while nothing is popping up, you can just simply either run cancel scans just like this and then throw things back up in the auction house, or you could wait a little bit, but we'll do this for a little while and we'll start to grow the auction house very quickly. And the cancel scan is done. Let's go ahead, get these cancelled and throw them back up on the auction house right away. Now this method that we're doing right now is really, really safe, and pretty much you're guaranteed not to lose money. It's super, it's the safest way to flip probably. They're just not crazy big margins like if you're flipping transmog and stuff, but the thing about flipping like transmogs and mounts, you don't know if they will sell. With these materials, you know they are going to sell. So this would be the safest method of flipping materials, using these operations and the setup that I'm using now currently, buying them for below 60% of the DB market. This would definitely be the safest way to be flipping materials. But what we're going to be doing is doing some market resetting. So for an example, let's go ahead and I'll show you an item that we can do a market reset with, but we'll probably do this a bit later on in the challenge. Alright, so here's an item that you could do a market reset. So if you look at the market value, it's 21 gold and the region sale average is 30 gold. So that's both really good. So we could buy and reset the price up to the market value, which is 21 gold. As you can see, there's some listed. All of these would be making a lot of profit on. So what you could do with this item is you could buy it up to 21 or the next like big chunk of listings. So about right here, you buy all of these for these prices right here, which would average about 15 gold each of these items, and then you'd have them reselling for 21 gold each. Now this could be a bit riskier compared to just sniping really cheap items, but you can make a bit more gold by doing market resets. So I think what we're going to do is we'll start off by just doing some sniping, and we'll see how much gold we make from just sniping, and then we might mess around with some big market resets. Alright, so another thing I like to do when using TSM is to put on the sounds, as you can hear just then, especially with flipping materials, because you're going to be hearing a lot of sales. Basically, you can set up a noise every time you get a sale, and you can also set up for when a scan is complete and when you're also done selling your items. So whenever we hear that cha-ching noise, we know that we've got a sale and that we're making gold. Alright, so I'll play around with this and keep on buying things for maybe like 10-15 minutes, and then we'll check if we've got any sales already and if the auction house has grown in value at all. So this gold ore, this would be another really good flip to reset. We definitely want to buy those up. But you could have brought, if there was more posted that was below 17 gold, you could buy this all the way up to 17 gold, and you'd be able to reset the market on that very easily. Alright, we've got some items, we need to repost those. You always want to make sure that you're doing cancel scans and reposting your items. So what I would do is first do a shopping scan with the sniper, buy everything out, list everything up on the auction house, and then do a cancel scan, list everything, do a shopping scan, and just rinse and repeat that process constantly. And that is how you'll make the most amount of gold. You kind of need to do this because you're working with people, you're competing against everyone across your region. There will be a lot of undercutting going on, so to stay competitive and get a good amount of sales, you are going to have to do cancel scans pretty regularly to actually flip materials, now that the region-wide auction house is a thing. Ooh, very nice. The sales are already coming in. We've already sold 2k of the chaos orbs, which is a really nice flip right there. Now once we build up a decent catalog of materials to flip, we should see sales coming in every single second. We should be able to see them come in very quickly. Right, let's go ahead and buy more items. This was actually a really good buy, which brought them for 22 gold each, and they can resell for 100 and about 100 to 170 gold. Very nice little flip there. Ooh, the sales are coming in, and we're buying up the next lot. We went through most of them. We just need to buy up to 60% of the market value once again. Alright, so we've got the sales coming in very nicely. Now what we would do is keep on doing that, but I think we're going to end the first episode right here. Welcome back to Project Material Flipping. So what we're doing in this series is we're starting off with 1 million gold on a fresh character, and we're going to be flipping just materials on the region-wide auction house and seeing how much gold we can make from it. We're using the groups for TSM and the operations from the flipping guide, and also the import strings and shopping lists for Point Blank Sniper, which is an add-on which will help you snipe cheap deals and know what to buy. As you can see in the chat box, we had heaps of sales. Since last episode, we've added these macros for Point Blank Sniper, so I'll just show you what they are and how they work. So the first one, what are they called? Start, this one right here. So when you click this one while you're inside a Point Blank Sniper, it will start the shopping scan for it on Point Blank Sniper, and then the other one will buy whatever you click on for you. So where is it? Under B, where is it? Just here. So this is the other macro, and so I'll show you how they both work on Point Blank Sniper. So it's basically these buttons but in macro form, so it's a lot quicker. So this one, like, will start the scan. Now if we click the macro, it'll start the scan for us. And then if we click on an item that we want to buy and click on the buy macro, it will buy it for us. So it makes it just a lot easier for you to go through and buy the items. Alright, so it's only been like less than an hour, or about an hour and a half since we actually even started the challenge, so it hasn't been long at all. We currently have 50k worth of listed auctions and another 6.1k in sales that are coming through. So let's go ahead and calculate that up real quick. So we have 56k posted up on the auction house. We have, let's add what we've got in the bags, 84, and then let's go ahead and check the mailbox to see how much sales we've had in the last little bit. Right, so we had 1,002,000 listed with the auction house and what's in our bags here, plus what we've got in the mailbox, which is another 19,439. So if we plus that together, so we're up 22k and we've just started, which is really, really good. And the items, as you can see, are selling very good and very quickly. Alright, so what we'll do, let's go ahead and grab all of this out of the mailbox, and then we'll go ahead and we'll continue buying some items and selling items and also doing our cancel scans. So what we'll do next is we will run a cancel scan first, then we'll do a shopping scan with point blank sniper, buy up all the items, we'll grab it all from the mailbox and then post it up on the auction house. So to do a cancel scan, you just want to select the group and then you click run cancel scan. Now you do this with TSM because if you're using the operations from the flipping guide, it will have them cancel the ones that only need cancelling, so it's perfect for you. And the quickest and best way to do it is to set up a TSM macro inside of the settings option and then set it to scroll wheel mouse up and down, the scroll wheel button up and down, and then you just scroll the mouse wheel up and down and it will cancel scan them as quick as it possibly can for you. Alright, so we've done the cancel scan. Now what we'll do is we'll do the sniper scan and see what we can buy. We're going to buy everything that is under 60% of the market value, which we have set right here. So we'll go ahead and we'll buy all of these until they're all brought out. Alright, so we're done buying all the odd items out that came up on our sniper operation. So then let's go ahead, grab everything out of the mailbox, so the cancel items that were undercut, and then also the ones that we just brought. And now we'll throw them up in the auction house. Starting to get a few materials, which is good. We want to have a whole heap of them though to start making some really, really good gold. So let's go ahead, just open up TSM at the auction house. You go to auctioning, select the group, and then click on run post scan. Then once the scan is done, we will post everything using the TSM macro and scrolling a mouse wheel up and down to be as quick as possible. This was a good buy. We got a dream scale for 1k and they go for 3k. Pretty good sniper. Well, we've got heaps of good deals, to be honest, which we make a lot of profit from each sale. Alright, let's go ahead, post all these up. Now what I do next is just rinse and repeat that process. So we go select the group, we do our cancel scan, cancel anything that's been undercut, and then once we're done this, we do another shopping scan, go to the mailbox, grab the brought items and the items that we have cancel scanned, throw them up, and then just keep on rinsing and repeating that process. So we'll do that for a little while and we'll see if we can get a few more sales and grow the auction house. Oh, that's nice. We just sold a whole heap of the chaos orbs, which was really, really good. So we got 28k coming in the mail. Oh, we're coming from the auction house. Plus, I think we got a little bit in the mailbox. 8.4. So we're looking really, really nice here. Alright, so we just got all the expired listings out of the mailbox. And let's go ahead and collect the gold. So we've got 139k at the moment. Let's go ahead and clear out the sales that we've got. So in the first 100, there's about 20k. Let's go ahead and open that. Right. So what have we got? Any big ones? Just a mixture of everything by the looks of it. That is kind of what you should expect. Well, we still have some more expired items too. We'll have to get out. Let's let this reload. And we'll grab the other 23k. Ooh, we're going to be back up to pretty close to 1 million, I think. Let's go ahead, collect all of that. Alright, a few more need to load in. Another 3k. Alright, perfect. So we're just under the 1 million mark in liquid gold. So we got 58k. If you look down in the chat box, 58k from that clear out, which is very, very good. We'll go ahead, get these up on the auction house, and we'll see what the total worth is sitting at now. So we pretty much have all the gold back, and we've got all these materials that we still need to sell. And we've got all the materials posted up on the auction house now, which is around 38.8k. So if we plus this onto this, we've just got to take away, we'll get a calculator so we know the exact number. Alright, so there is what we have in the bags right now, plus the 38.87, plus that together. So we're up about 36k in the challenge so far, just from sniping cheap materials. And here is the TSM dashboard. As you can see, we're sitting on about 140k, and then we bump back up to 940k, then we bump back up to 998k. Our top item has been the Chaos Orbs. We've brought 1,679 and we sold all of them. So they're selling really, really good for us. Super stoked. Let's go ahead and check out the ledger. Alright, so we're on the ledger. If you look down the bottom, we've profited 35k so far. This is of items that have already sold. Obviously, we still have more in the auction house. But very, very happy with that. Didn't take long whatsoever. Our top item being the Chaos Orbs. They're going really good. We've got 3.4k worth of profit from those. This fur, we've got 2.8k profit from this. The leather, 2k. The Dream Scale, 1.8k. Oh, so we sold that. This was a good snipe. We got one for 1k, and then we resold it for 2,849 gold. And that was just one singular Dream Scale. So if we were lucky enough to get even more, we would have made a lot of gold from this. But the rest are just spread out items, a whole heap of different materials, as you can see, which is how it should look when you're doing sniping and flipping materials. Alright, so we've got a lot of items that we can buy. We'll go ahead and buy up all of these and get them up on the auction house. Alright, so we just brought a whole heap of materials. There we go. We'll go ahead, throw these up in the auction house, and then we're going to come back in a few hours and check them out instead of doing some cancel scans, just to show you how much sales to expect when you leave it. So let's go ahead and get these posted. Alright, so we're about 20k off the 1 million mark, and we have 72k of listed items, which means we're up about 52k roughly if we manage to sell all of these items, which are materials, and they sell very easily, so we should be able to sell the majority of them. Alrighty, so we're back on the character we're doing the challenge with, the material flipping challenge. So it's been a few hours, I'm pretty sure everything's expired, so let's go ahead and grab it all out. So we also have 34k worth of sales in the mailbox. I think everything expired, yes it did. So let's go ahead and get everything out. Now that should bring us back up over the 1 million gold mark, which we started off at, and we'll have a whole heap of materials on top of that to make even more profit from. So let's go ahead and collect up all this gold, and we're going to be sitting at 1,014k. So that means we've already profited 14k plus all of these materials that we still need to sell on the auction house. So what we'll do is we'll get everything up on the auction house, and see what sales we can get and buy some more items to flip. Alright, before we do that, we'll have a quick look at the ledger. So it's been pretty much just overnight since we started this. We started off with the 1 million gold right here. As you can see, we stuck to 980 gold, 80k gold for a while, and now we've bumped up to 1 million and 14k. And here is the ledger for our flip. So it says that we've made 34k profit from the items that we've sold. This is definitely our best item right here, the crystallized spine fur. That has been really good for us. We brought them off for 73 silver, and then we've been able to resell them for about 1 gold, 64 silver each, with a total profit of 4,600, which is really nice. Then we got them chaos orbs, then a whole heap of different items. So we're looking very good for the early stages. So what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and we'll buy all the items that we want to buy. That is under 60% of the market value, and then we'll post everything up on the auction house and continue to do cancel scans and sniper scans with point blank sniper. So we'll do that for a little while and we'll see what we can do. Alright, so we just finished buying all of the really good deals of the auction house from the shopping list. We brought a whole heap. We'll go ahead and see what we got and throw it all up on the auction house. As you can see, we've just bought a whole heap of materials, like a lot. This will probably be the most we've had so far. So we'll get it all up on the auction house and the sales should start coming in very quickly for a lot. And there we go. That is all of them. We've got a whole heap. Let's open up the bags. As you can see, we've got a lot of materials. Now they should sell very quickly, and we should start to see the money come back. We're only about 3k down from the startup, and we've got all of these materials for profit. So let's go ahead and post these up on the auction house. Now we're just using the TSM posting operation, which is inside of the flipping guide. If you'd like to get your hands on this, this will have us posting them at a profitable price for how much we're sniping them for. So we're always making profit when we're selling them. Alright, perfect. We've got everything posted for a total of 86,000. So if we sell all of that, we'll be profiting around, would be up about 80 something K already inside of the challenge. So what we'll do is we'll keep running cancel scans on the group, making sure if we get undercut, we can repost that item. And we'll keep doing snipers and seeing if we can snipe some more cheap materials that pop up on the auction house. So we'll do that for a little while and we'll come back and see how much of these materials we have sold. Alrighty, let's clear out the mailbox. We've got 19k in the mailbox, the whole heap of different items selling. The big sales came from the chaos orbs, from 611 of those. Let's go ahead and collect that. That should bring us back over the 1 million mark, which it does. Very nice. And then we've still got a whole heap of materials that we've got to sell. So we're at 1 million and 4k, and then we have 75k listed of materials up in the auction house, and then 1.6 in sales. So I'll calculate that together. Alright, so we've got the 1 million 4k plus the stuff that has sold, which is 1,686, plus what's in the auction house at the moment, and then plus that. So we're at 1,081k. So we've profited so far in the challenge 81k if we sell all these items. Let's go ahead and check out the ledger on TSM. Alright, so this is the ledger. As you can see, we started off at 1 mil. Now we're back up to 1.5 on the ledger. The chaos orbs have been the best flip. As you can see, we've made 5k off the chaos orbs, which is really nice. Then a mixture of a whole different materials, as you can see, was spread out for a total profit of 39.8k so far of what is sold. So we're definitely profitable. We've got a whole heap of materials to sell. Hey guys, and welcome back to Project Material Flipping. This is a challenge where I'm starting off with 1 million gold and flipping only materials and seeing how much gold we can make. So we're on episode number 3. We have 1,004,509 gold in our bags at the moment. We also have another 32k of sales in the mailbox. So let's go ahead and clear that. Oh, we sold 6.7k for the Fell Lotus there, which is really nice. 4,666 crystallized earth for 2k. 134 Fell Scales for 3k, so a whole heap of different items. Let's go ahead and collect all of that, and that will bring up the total amount of gold that we're sitting on at the moment to 1,036,971 at the moment. We also have a whole heap of materials still to be sold on the auction house. So we have 1.2k in sales coming through, and then also 39,000. So let's plus that together real quick. Alright, we got the calculator up, so that's what's in our bags. Let's plus that with what has sold, and then what is left in the auction house. We have a total of 1,077k. So we're up about 77k so far. So we're going really good. What we're going to do now is we're going to continue to do our sniping and see what we can buy. We'll go ahead and buy up all of these, get everything up for listed on the auction house, and then we'll do some cancel scans and also some more point blank sniper scans right here too. Before we do this though, if you would like to learn how to do this yourself and flip on retail and also on Wrath Classic, you can check out my complete flipping guide, which will be the first link down below in the description box. Teaches you step by step everything you need to know about flipping, teaches 5 different methods of flipping in retail, and a bunch of other useful information that you'll want to have for flipping. So what we're going to do now is we're going to buy out all of these. Every single one, we'll reset them to 60% of the market value, and then we'll get everything up on the auction house for sale. So we go through here, we buy it all, and once we went through all of these and brought everything, we click on start again, and this will redo the scan, and we'll keep continuing doing that until there is no materials left under 60% of the market value from our special group, which you can get the group from the flipping guide. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that right now. Actually, before we do that real quickly, we should have a look at the TSM ledger. Alright, so here is the ledger that we have at the moment for this character. So we started off at the 1 million mark, went up to 1 million.5, and then we went up to right here 1,037k. So very nice. Our main item, let's just change that to weeks. We want to make sure we're on weeks. So what have we got here? Our main item has been the Chaos Orbs. We've sold a lot of them. Every single one that we've brought, we've managed to resell it. So that's really good. And here is the ledger for our, what have we resold. So as you can see, here are all the items. We have a bunch of different materials. They all add up. As you can see, this is the total profit for that singular material on the side here in this column. So by far is definitely the Chaos Orbs at 5k profit at the moment. A total profit of everything that's sold as 45k. So very nice. We'll get back to it though. We'll continue to buy up all of these materials. Alright, so we just brought a whole heap of materials. We'll go ahead and collect them and throw them all up on the auction house. As you can see, we got a whole heap of new materials to flip. So we'll get these up in the auction house. We're currently sitting at 941k at the moment. Now to post, if you didn't know and you've only just started watching this series now, we're using the group from the flipping guide, this one right here. All you gotta do is click on auctioning, click on run post scan. This will bring up all the materials that are in your bags that you currently have, and you simply just post all of them. They have the right prices for exactly what we need to be profitable. So we'll go ahead, we'll post up all of these, and we'll run cancel scans and also point blank sniper scans at the same time. Alright, so now we have 287,000 worth of materials posted up in the auction house. and we also have 3.5k worth of sales coming in at the moment. So what we're going to do now is continue to do sniper scans with point blank sniper, and also do cancel scans by selecting the group and using TSM for the cancel scans. Anything that we've been undercut on, we will remove from the auction house, grab it out of the mailbox and come throw it back up on the auction house, so we're the lowest price and we'll get the sale right away. Alright, so we got all of these were all the items that we cancel scanned, so we're going to throw these all back up on the auction house. Now when we're doing this, we only post for 12 hours because more than likely we're going to do an undercut scan and remove those listings from the auction house. So you save the most amount of money on deposit fees by doing just 12 hours, which is the minimum. Oh nice, the sales are already coming in. That's what we like to see. Alright, so we'll come back once we have a decent amount of sales, either coming in on the auction house or in the mailbox. Alright, so it's been a little while. We've been cancel scanning and reposting, and we're at 96k in sales, which is really nice. I think we've got a few sales waiting in the mailbox also, so we'll go ahead and check those. Yeah, we've got 3.3k in the mailbox also. So we'll keep at it and we'll see how many more sales we can get. Alright, so it's been about an hour or so. We've relisted a few times, not too many times, not too many undercut scans. We went AFK for a little bit. However, we've got 18k in sales on the auction house at the moment that need to come through. And then we have 99k of sold items. So let's go ahead and grab out the 99k that we have made. And that should bring us back over the 1 million mark. We're actually at 1,036,000. So looking very good. And then we've also got some sales that are coming in for the mailbox very shortly, so another 18. So starting that up very nicely. Alright, so we're back after a few hours. Let's see what we've sold. We didn't do any cancel scans or anything, just the ones from before. And we have 22k of sales in the mailbox. Let's go ahead and collect all of that. The main flip came from that true silver. We sold like 13k of it. That brings us up to 1,056k, which we have in the bags. We need to post these few materials and we'll check out the total worth of the auction house. Alright, let's check out the auction house. We have 131k listed and 6.6k that has sold, that will come in the mailbox shortly. Alright, let's go ahead and plus that together. So this is what's in our inventory, in our bags at the moment, plus what has sold, plus what the total worth of the auction house is at the moment. So we're up to 1,194k. So we're up 194k from the start of the challenge. Hasn't been long whatsoever. We're still early on into the challenge. We're growing very quickly. I think this is where we're going to end this episode 3. I'm very happy with the results so far. Been very easy. We haven't spent much time and we've made a decent amount of gold. And we've only been doing snipes, like sniping cheap materials. We haven't even done any big market research yet, so I'm looking very forward to that. Welcome to episode number 4 of Project Material Flipping. This is a series where I'm starting off with 1 million gold and flipping only materials on the auction house and seeing how much gold we can make from doing so. Before we get into today's episode, if you would like to get a step-by-step guide on how to flip, you can check out my flipping guide, which will be the first link down below in the description box. You'll also get my TSM groups and operations, and also my point blank sniper shopping list when you get the flipping guide, plus it will teach you step by step how to actually flip, plus a bunch more information about flipping. So let's get right into today's episode. Let's start off by checking the auction house. So I've just woke up, we posted these up before we went to bed. We've got 104k in the auction house, we've got 1,055k in the bags, and we have 28k in the mailbox that has sold. So let's go ahead and collect all of these. And this is going to bring us up to 1,083k. So we're already up 83k in liquid gold in our actual bags from the start of the series. Plus we have another 104k in the auction house that still needs to sell. So what we'll do to start off, we will run a cancel scan. Any of these that have been undercut, we will remove them from the auction house. And then as soon as we're done the undercutting scan, we will start doing a sniper scan with point blank sniper. Now we have it set to 60% of the market value. So anything under 60% of the market value will pop up here. And we can go ahead and buy it if it is worth buying and is a good deal. So first of all, we will do a cancel scan. So we want to make sure we have the group selected from the flipping guide and go to auctioning and then run cancel scan. We'll let this go through. We will remove all the ones we've been undercut on, just like this. Very, very easy. And then we'll start buying all the new materials that we want to flip. So if we go here and we can start buying all the materials that are way under the market value. Like for example, you buy this for 15 gold, we should be able to resell it for 31 gold. So like 15 gold profit every single one of these that we sell. Very, very easy gold. So we'll go through here, we'll buy up everything that is worth buying, and we'll get it all up on the auction house right away. Alright, so we just finished up buying all the materials. Alright, so the bags are full. We're gonna have to throw these up on the auction house. We still got a lot more materials. Unfortunately, the dull spined clams only stack as stacks of 20. It doesn't matter though, because they'll just go straight on the auction house. But they do fill the bags up very, very quickly. So we're going to post all the materials, grab the rest of the auction out of the mailbox, and throw everything up on the auction house, and we'll check out the auction house total value. Alrighty, so we've got everything posted up on the auction house, and we have 304k worth of items listed up on the auction house at the moment. We also have 1,021 gold in the inventory. So we're definitely up a lot, especially for how early on we are in this challenge. Now this has all been just from sniping materials that are way below the price, the market value. We haven't done any market resetting or any fancy things just yet. We've just been doing snipes pretty much, and it's been working out very, very well. Alrighty, so the sales are coming in extremely quickly. We've already got close to 10k in sales. It's only been like 5 minutes or so since we just posted everything up in the auction house. What we're going to do is leave it for a little while, and we'll come back maybe at the end of the day, and we'll see what materials have sold. Instead of doing undercut scans, we might leave this lot, let it be some time, and we'll see how many sales we get once that is done. So we'll be back in a few hours to see what we sold. Alrighty, so it's the next morning and everything should have expired by now, so we'll go ahead, we'll relist everything. We also have some sales waiting in the mailbox. Let's go ahead. We sold heaps of them clams, which is nice. What else we got here? We sold 8k of mooncloth and a bunch of other items. So what we'll do, first of all, let's collect all the expired listings. We'll throw these back up on the auction house, and then we will collect the gold. Alright, so we have 32.3k in sales waiting in our mailbox, so we'll go ahead and we'll collect all that. We'll have to wait till we get as many materials as we can here and fill up the bags. Alright, let's go ahead and grab the gold. So this will bring us over 1,050k once again, and we have a whole heap of materials that we still need to sell to make even more gold. So what we'll do is we'll start getting it all posted up on the auction house. Now we're using the TSM groups and operations to post these at a profitable price compared to what we paid for them. So we'll go ahead and we'll post everything up on the auction house. Go ahead and do that right now. Alright, so we have everything posted up on the auction house. So we have 1,052k of gold in our bags, and then we also have 284,000 worth of materials posted up on the auction house at the moment. So we'll let these sell and we'll come back once we've got some sales. What we'll do now is we will buy out some more materials. Just try to grow the stock a bit more. So So we'll go ahead and buy out anything under below 60% of the market value, and then we'll throw it back up on the auction house for a profitable price. Then we'll come back in a bit once we have some sales. Alrighty, so we're nearly finished buying out all the materials that are below 60% of the market value. Any of the cheap items that pop up we've been buying. Alright, so we've got everything. Let's go ahead and grab it all out of the mailbox and we'll get it up on the auction house. So as you can see, we've got a whole heap of different materials. We'll go ahead and collect all of those. Alright, perfect. So let's go ahead and post these all up on the auction house. Alrighty, so we've got everything posted. So the total worth on the auction house at the moment is 318k. So definitely growing very quickly. Super happy with that. Let's have a quick look at the ledger. So we have 77k in sales of the items that we've sold. The top one being the light weave cloth. We bought a whole heap of them, and there was a big market reset on the price of those that someone else did, and we pretty much jumped in on the flip right there. If we click on here, this is the purchase data right here, and then this is the sell data. So we're up 14k profit on that so far. We got the chaos orbs. Let's have a bit closer look at this. So there's the purchase data, and there is the sales data. So this has a profit because we're pretty much sold all of these that we get our hands on. They sell very easily. We're making some good profit with the chaos orbs, and then as you can see, all these other ones, 4.6k, 3.1k, 2.4, 2.4, 2.4, 2k, 1.9, 1.8. So it all adds up, all these different materials. As you can see, there is a whole heap of different ones, and that is what you're going to expect when you're doing material sniping, the method that we're doing right now to flip. You should have a whole heap of different items that you've brought really cheap with point blank sniper, and just selling them for a decent amount of profit. Once we start doing big market resets, which are a bit more riskier than this method, then we will start to see some bigger profits for singular items, which should be really nice. But we're going to stick with doing some sniping just for now, until we build up a decent amount of profit from just sniping, just to show you how it actually works. Once we're done with that, then we'll start doing some big market resets and some more riskier flips that can be a lot more rewarding. Alright, so it's been a little while. Let's go ahead and check out what is sold. I think it's been over an hour. We should have some sales. There we go, very nice. We have 28k in sales. Let's go ahead and collect all of that. That brings us up to 1,060k. Now we also have, I believe, like 270,000 worth of materials still listed on the auction house. Yeah, 272,000, and we got another 3.6k coming in sales. Let's go ahead and see what good deals we can snipe at the moment. So there is a lot. Let's go ahead, we'll go through here, we'll buy all of these and get them back up on the auction house. Now, how I do this is you have a macro setup that will actually click the buy button for you. So the quickest way to do it is to spam that macro, and then you can just go down the list, buying the ones that are worth buying. Now, remember to make sure that you're looking at the region sale average. Like this one, for an example, it is 2 gold and 96 silver. So this is only a few silver cheaper. Now you could buy this and just go off the market value if you're going to sell just a few of them and know you can sell them quickly. But if you're going to invest into a whole heap of a material, I would try to make sure that the buy price is below the market value, and then also the region sale average. That just makes it a bit safer of a flip to do if you're going to invest in a whole heap of them. But we're just messing around with doing snipes. We're not doing full market resets at the moment, so we can pretty much buy all of them and not worry about the region sale average too much. The main thing we want to make sure is that the min buyout is below the market value by a decent amount, enough that we can see a good amount of profit. So we'll go ahead and we'll continue to buy up all of these. Now it's very easy with this macro. You can spam the macro just like this and then just run down the list. Very simple. And once you've brought everything you want to buy, you can just click on start again, or you can use the macro and you can just click that and it will do the scan again, and then you can rinse and repeat what you just done. Go down the list until you've brought everything that you want to buy. I can show you the macros real quickly. So where have we got them saved? One is called start, so it will be down at the S here somewhere. Alright, so this is the start macro to start the scan on point blank sniper, and then this one up the top here is to buy this one right here. So they're the macros that we're using just to make it a bit quicker. Now you could just do it the normal way, like click on it, then click on buy right here, then click on start at the top and do it that way. But it's a lot quicker with the macro, so you might as well use that. And you can just go down the list, buying the ones that you want to buy, and just spam the macro, click on what you want, and it will buy them for you. Alright, so we're done buying the items. What we're going to do is continuously do the scans and also do cancel scans, so sniper scans and cancel scans, and make sure that we're always the cheapest price that is going to sell on the auction house for the single material. Now we'll do this for a little while and we'll see how many sales we can get over the next little, maybe like half an hour or so. Oh, we just got a really good deal on a whole heap of Arctic fur. We paid 34 gold each, and the market value for these is 79 gold. So that'll be a very good profit once we sell those. Ooh, same with these primal lives. We only paid 30 gold each. The market value is 74 gold, and we got 35 of those. So we got a lot more of the Arctic furs, but that still will be very good profit once we sell those. Ooh, another good buy, 200 volatiles for only 3 gold each, or 3.50 gold each, and they resell for about 8 to 10 gold. That's a nice little deal just there. Alright, so we'll keep doing this for a little while and we'll see how much gold we can make. So we're going to be cancel scanning and also doing the point blank sniper and buying all the materials, then throwing them up on the auction house and rinse and repeating that exact same process over and over again. So we'll be back in a little bit once we have some sales, some good amount of sales that have came in. If you look down in the chat box, we just got 4 black lotuses for 50 gold each. Now these things sell for like 640 gold, so that's a nice buy right there. Alrighty, so we've been doing it for a little while now. As you can see, we've got a whole heap of sales that are steadily coming in. Every minute we're getting a few sales, multiple sales, so it's really starting to add up very quickly. As you can see, every minute has got some sales. So we've got 25k in sales at the moment, and we still have 292k listed up on the auction house that we still need to sell. 1,025k in the inventory, and then also 3.5k in the mailbox. So we're looking very good. Welcome to episode number 5 of Project Material Flipping. Let's go ahead and jump on into the character and see what is going on. So it's been a few hours since we were last on this character, so hopefully we have some sales since then. We do have stuff in the mailbox from the auction house. Let's see what we've got. Oh, nice. We got 79k in the first 100 in the mailbox, which is very nice. Whole heap of the light weave cloth right there. Some black lotus that we've got really cheap. Some primal airs. Just a bunch of a whole heap of different materials. We sold some of them dull spined clams. That's good because they were filling up the inventory. 11k here. Arctic fur, we got those extremely cheap. That's looking very good. Let's go ahead and take out all of the expired listings first, and then we'll see what is in on the last pages. Just gotta wait 3 seconds until the next part loads in. Here we go. So we'll continue, we'll get out all the materials that have expired, just so we have sales left. Alrighty, so we have 83k, we still have one more mail that we can't reach at the moment. Let's go ahead and collect the 83k, super happy with that. That should bring us over the 1,100k mark, which I'm super excited for. Hasn't taken us long whatsoever. Barely any time and effort we've put into this, and we've made a decent amount of profit already. Let's see what the last mail is, and it's a 20 gold sale. Alright, so that brought us up to 1,108k total. That's very nice, and we still have all these materials that we need to sell, and they'll be straight profit. Let's go ahead and post these up. Now, once we post these up, we'll check the total worth of the auction house, and we'll see what it is sitting at the moment. However, if you would like to learn exactly how to do this and flip in retail and in Wrath, you can check out my complete flipping guide, which will be the first link down below in the description box. It teaches you everything you need to know, and it also gives you my TSM groups and operations, and also my point blank sniper shopping list to do material sniping, just how we're doing in this series. Alright, so we've got everything posted here. Let's refresh the auction house. So we've got 229k worth of materials listed on the auction house, and then we also have the 1,108k. Let's do a little bit of maths here. Alright, so here is the 1,108k, which is in our bags at the moment, and then let's plus what's in the auction house, just to see what we're sitting at. So 1,337k, so we're up about 337k in total value and in sales, which I'm super happy with, considering we haven't spent much time whatsoever to get to this point already. Let's also check out the ledger. Alright, so here's the ledger where we started at 1 mil, we've been up and down, and we have our new all-time high right here, which I'm super excited with. Alright, and this is the ledger of the items that we have resold. So as you can see, the top item has been the light weave cloth. We've made 16k profit on that. The chaos orbs, we made 5k. Some furs, we made 4k, 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 3k. So this was pretty crazy. This is bear flank, and we're selling this for 42 gold each. And we only brought it for like 4 gold each, and we sold it for 42 gold each, which is pretty crazy. We got a whole heap of mooncloth we still need to sell. That's been very profitable. But when you're doing sniping, as you can see, there is just a whole heap of profit from a bunch of different materials. That is the aim of the game when you're doing sniping and flipping these sort of materials, and doing it the way that we're doing it. You want to have a big range of different items, and they all add up together. But down the bottom, as you can see, there's a total profit of 111,000, and super excited with that. So what we're going to do, we're not going to do any cancel scans or even do any sniping buyouts at the moment. What we're going to do is we're just going to throw these up in the auction house. We're going to go out, well actually what we're going to do is jump on hardcore for like a few hours, and then we'll see what sales have came through without any cancel scanning or buying the materials to reset the market price. So we'll see how we go. We still want to sell these materials that we have left over here, which will be all 100% profit. So we'll come back a few hours and we'll see if we've got any sales. Alrighty, so it's the next morning. Let's see what we've sold overnight. So we have, oh nice, 62.8k in the mailbox. We sold a whole heap of the Felt Lotus, nearly 2,000 of them for 22k. And then the light weave cloth, we sold 26k of that, and the rest are just mixed. We also still have to post up all these. Let's go ahead and collect all of these. We'll grab all the materials, and we'll also collect the gold. That should bring us up to close to 1.2 mil. Alrighty, so we have everything posted up on the auction house, all the leftover materials, which is worth 155k. And then we also have the 1,171k in our bags now. So we're definitely growing very quickly. So the majority of what is listed and that we have left over is the moon cloth. Now we paid only 110 gold each for these, and we brought nearly 1,000. We've sold 120, so we still got 839 to sell. Now we're trying to sell them right now for 150 a pop. Here is the ledger, so we're definitely growing on an upward spiral very quickly. Alright, so we'll keep running some undercut scans, making sure that ours is the cheapest on the market, and we'll do that for a little while and hopefully we get some sales. Alright, so what we'll do next is we'll go through, we'll do a sniping scan with point blank sniper, and we'll see what materials are worth buying at the moment, which it looks like there is a whole heap, a lot of them. So we'll go ahead, we'll go through these, buy them up and get them posted up on the auction house. So when buying these, the only items that I'm staying away from are ones like this, so where the min buyer price is way below the region sale average. If you look on the tooltip, the region sale average is 33 silver, and as you can see, the market value and region market value has went up by about 100% recently. So buying them for 45 silver, you probably would sell them for a profit, but it's just more risky because the market value could go down and meet the region sale average price, which is 33 silver, and then you've paid 45 silver. So if you want to be super careful and you don't want to have much risk when doing this, you can stay away from the ones that look like this. You still could sell them before the prices go back down to the region sale average, but if you want to be super careful, they're the sorts of ones I would avoid. Then I'd buy anything else that has a cheaper buy price now than the region sale average and obviously the market value. Here is another example of where the min buyer price is like 11 gold, 98 silver. Then if you look at the region sale average, it's only 6 gold and 28 silver. And if you look at the market value and the region market value average, they both went up 155% recently. So paying 11 gold and 98 silver for these could be risky, but you could also sell them quick enough where it doesn't even matter. Same with this one right here. So these two right here, that'd be a bit riskier, but you still could do it if you wanted to and try to sell it before the market value goes back down closer to the region sale average. Alright, so we're done buying materials. Let's go ahead and grab all of them, throw them up on the auction house. We'll run some cancel scans over the next hour or so, and we'll see if we can get some sales coming in from these new items. We also have a whole heap of mooncloth left over, which was actually selling just before. So hopefully we can sell some of that and then leftover materials. Alright, so we've been cancel scanning and reposting for a little bit now, probably about half an hour, maybe a bit longer actually. We've managed to get 60k in sales. We sold a whole heap of different things, as you can see, so that's really good. Now what we're going to do is keep on running cancel scans, relisting, and also buying some more items to flip with point blank sniper. Alrighty, so it's been a little while now. Let's see what we've got. So we've got 69k in sales in the mailbox. Let's go ahead and collect all of that. Very nice. We're nearly up to 1.2 million, and we still have like 160k worth of materials listed up in the auction house. What we're going to do now, I think what we'll do for the rest of this episode is do some more sniping, how we've been doing the last few episodes so far, and then in next episode we might doing some market resets and teach you exactly how to do market resets in the next episode. So what we'll do right now is we'll go ahead and we'll buy out any of these that are good deals, and make sure that we're checking the region sale average, making sure that the price we're buying for is below that. So we'll go through here, buy everything that is worth buying, and get it all up on the auction house. We'll see if we can get to 1.2 mil this episode, so we just got to sell a little bit more, depending on how much we spend on buying some more flips. Alrighty, so we've finished up buying all of the materials that were worth buying at the moment. So we're down to 1,168k. So what our goal is by the end of this episode is to reach 1,200k. So 1.2 mil. We need to make a little bit to get to there. So what we'll do is we'll keep doing cancel scans, making sure all of our materials are up on the auction house at a competitive price that is still profitable. And we'll keep on buying materials that are worth buying, that are really good. For an example, any of the materials that get posted just a small amount for an extremely good price, we'll go ahead and buy those. However, we'll try not to spend too much so we can reach that 1.2 mil by the end of this episode. Here are all the materials that we just brought. Let's go ahead and get these all posted up on the auction house. So we've got a bunch of different stuff right here. We got a lot of the spirit dust, actually, a lot of it, a lot to sell. So I think we've purchased since we started the challenge 110,000. We've sold 26,000 of them, but we still got a lot more to sell. Alright, we'll post everything up on the auction house and things should start selling very quickly. That is the beauty of flipping materials. You can see them sell within seconds of actually posting them up on the auction house, and you can start making your gold right away from materials. That is why it is so good at the moment with the region-wide auction house. Now the prices have kind of settled down on materials and they're kind of at the price where they're going to hold. They won't move too much. It is a perfect time to be doing material flipping on the region-wide auction house. Alright, we've got all of the materials posted. We must have the limit on the spirit dust. That is why we still have some left in the inventory, but that is alright. So we have 190k posted up on the auction house at the moment with a bunch of different materials. What we're going to keep on doing is running cancel scans, removing any items that we've been undercut on, and then once we've done that, we will be running the sniper operation just in case any really good deals have popped up that we can buy. So we can go through here, and then what we'll do obviously after this is go to the mailbox, grab everything and throw everything up on the auction house. Ooh, we actually got the primal nether below the vendor buy price, so I think what we're going to do is just go ahead and vendor those for a quick little profit. Alright, we only got 17, but we might as well vendor them, and then we have the profit from that. As you can see, we only paid 1 gold each for them, and they vendor for 1 gold 60. And the price on the auction house is actually below the vendor price, or pretty much the exact same, so we might as well just vendor those. We can keep on going. Alright, let's run another cancel scan. See what we need to take off the auction house. As you can see, you either sell the items very quickly or you get undercut. So what you want to be doing when you're doing this is constantly running undercut scans and removing anything that you've been undercut on, throwing it back up on the auction house, because as you know, if you are the most competitive price at the cheapest price, yours is what is going to sell first. So once you start getting undercut by a whole heap of materials, your item will pretty much not sell. So cancel scanning is very important to actually do. Alright, so we'll keep on running undercut scans for a little while and we'll see if we can get some sales come in, and I'll come back on the video once we've had a decent amount of these items to have sold. Alrighty guys, so it's been a little while now. Let's check what sales we've got. So we have 47k in the mailbox of sales. That should bring us up over the 1.2 million mark. Very happy with that. For the amount of time and effort we've put in, it is some nice easy gold. And we also have still to sell 141k worth of materials up in the auction house, plus the 1,212k that we have in the bags. Alright, so this is what is in our bags plus what is still on the auction house if we were to sell it for that exact price. So we'd be at 1,353,000 that we're up so far. just from sniping and flipping materials. Hey guys, and welcome to episode number 6 of Project Material Flipping. So in this episode, what we're going to do is continue selling off the materials that we sniped for cheap prices, but also what we're going to start doing is doing some market resetting. So market resetting is where you buy out one material in bulk and then you reset the price to a price that is profitable for you. So for an example, let's jump in the auction house and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, for a quick example here, what you could do, this is a Dragonflight fish from the Dragon Isles. So it's got a really good sell rate. It sells 131,000 is the region average daily sold, so it sells a lot. So with these sort of items, what you could do is you could buy out the market. If we look at the prices, the market value for this is 3 gold and 59 silver. So that is all the way down here. So you'd buy all the way to there. So what we could do is we could buy up all of these all the way down to here, and then try to keep the price to 3 gold and 54 silver, and then try to sell them all for that price. And if we look at the average price, which is right here, the price per unit when it averages out would only be 3 gold and 75 silver. 17 silver, sorry. 3 gold, 17 silver. Now, what you would do to keep the price here is if anyone posts below the price that you want to reset it to, you'd simply buy them out and add them to the ones that you're already selling. Now, this can make a lot of gold if done correctly. It can be a bit risky compared to just sniping very cheap materials, but it can definitely pay off if done correctly. You still have to find some items that have enough below the market value that you can actually make a decent profit from doing this. Now, another way to increase the amount of materials that you get, for an example, if we wanted to buy this and do the exact same thing and still sell it for 3 gold and was it 53 silver, if we still wanted to do that, what we could do to get a bit better of a price is that we could try to keep the price low, buy for like an hour or so. So we'd only buy a tiny bit of the market. So say there is 173 posted right now, what we could do is we'd buy say 150. So there was still some leftover ones at that price. Then when someone posts them, you'd simply buy those up and that would keep the price low. That way you're buying the stock very low, and then you can resell it for even more profit once you do the market reset. But a lot of the times there is enough posted where you can just simply buy it out and then sell the stock that you have from buying it out. Now, to find good deals and items to actually do this with, I'd recommend using the groups from the flipping guide for the material flipping. Any of the materials with a very high sell rate inside of there will be great to do this with. And also, if you have the flipping guide, there is a step-by-step guide on how to actually do market resetting and all the little tips and details that you'd want to know. However, let's get right into it. So we'll actually start off with doing a market reset on these right here. So these have a really good sell rate. But what we're going to do is we'll just do it the starter way, which anyone can learn to do. Very simple, is just buying them all out to where we want to reset it. Now, you never want to reset it to a price over the market value or the region sale average. So that's this price right here and this one right down the bottom there. So with this one, it'd be a good price to go to. We could go right here to 61, just so we're not buying these 3,000 for a high price, and we could buy up all these. Well, really, if we really wanted to, we could even go down to here, but we'd be resetting the price way over the market. Well, it's not too far over, so we could actually do this, and we could try to resell them for around 4 gold or a bit less. But as you can see on the TSM tooltip, we've brought 133 of these in the past, and then sold 133. So everything that we do, we'll be able to track, see how much gold profit we can make from doing this. So what we'll do is we'll actually buy it out and reset it all the way to 4 gold. So we'll go ahead and we'll buy 85,000 of these. So let's go ahead and do it. And so we're going to try to resell them for 4 gold each. That will be the price that we're going for. Let's go ahead, grab these out of the mailbox. So all the ones that we've brought. And we should be able to see a smart average buy once we've done that. So as you can see, we've got a lot of these, but they do sell really good, especially if you're the most competitive price. We should be able to sell them very, very quickly. So the smart average buy that we have for these is 3 gold and 20 silver, meaning on average, that is how much we actually spent on buying these. So as long as we can get more than that, we'll be in the profit. Now you need to take into consideration that the auction house will take a 5% fee once you have sold the item. So you need to make sure that you're at least making over the 5% so you're actually profitable. So what we're going to do now, you could use the TSM groups that we have in the flipping guide, or there's another way in the flipping guide where it will teach you to sell it with Auctionator. So you can actually just do it like this. So as you can see, the cheapest price is 4 gold. Now there is only 2,000 of them posted for 4 gold, and then the next one is 4 gold and 79 silver, which is 40,000, where we could buy that and try to sell them for the 4 gold and 79 silver, which I wonder if it is worth doing. We're a bit above the market value, but you still can definitely sell a bit over the market value. Let's go ahead and just search these up, see how much it's going to cost for the 2,000. So it's only going to cost another 9.9k. Let's do it. I don't expect the price to stay at 4 gold and 79 silver for very long. So if it drops all the way down to 4 gold, that is where we'll jump in and start buying out the materials that people post under 4 gold, just to keep the price at a minimum of 4 gold. That way we're making around 80 silver per one that we sell, and we've got a whole heap of them. So it really adds up quickly. Now when you're posting like this, as you can see, someone's just posted more for 40 for 4 gold, which we'll buy out real quick just so we have a competitive price and try to sell them at a bit higher price just for a little bit. But when you're selling, you do it with this add-on right here, which is Auctionator. Now it makes it very easy. What you do, you want to post for 12 hours and you just want to post 1,000 at a time. Now you can post a bit more, but I like to start off with 1,000. And now what this does is it will show up your listing right here. As you can see, it says owned and it says yes. So these are ours right now, and you can just keep on refreshing this because they're pretty fast movers. They sell a lot, and a lot of people post them very frequently. So what we'll do right now is we will continuously refresh this and buy them, and whenever someone undercuts us, we'll be able to see. And then as soon as someone undercuts us, we post another 1,000 below them. So as you can see, someone has posted 1. His will sell before ours. So we just click on this, post 1,000. Now if we refresh this, we are the owner, so where it says owned, meaning whatever sells next will be ours once again. And then what you can do is you can go ahead and cancel scan and remove this one. And then every time someone undercuts you, you simply just add more of the item to the auction house. That way you're always going to be the person that will be selling first. So you just want to keep on refreshing and just wait until someone undercuts you or till the sales start coming in. Right, so as you can see, someone undercut by 1 silver. Now we could buy that one out to make 1 silver more profit of all of these, but it's still way over our profit range. Like we could have it down to 3 gold and 20 silver. That is where we will break even. So we can just go ahead and play at that price. So the new price will be 4 gold and 78 silver. We'll go ahead and post another 1,000 and we'll keep doing this. Now once this gets below 4 gold, where people are posting below 4 gold, I think that is where we'll jump in and we'll start buying those ones back off the auction house just to keep the cheapest price at 4 gold. Now another good tip, you can actually come into Auctionator under add-ons and you can change the default. So the default is better at 12 hours, so you don't have to change it every single time. And then the quantities, we can also change that. So if we go down to trade goods right here, and we'll just set it to max post 1000. That way, every single time we want to repost, we don't actually have to change change any details. We don't have to change the duration, or we don't have to change the quantity. We can simply just post, and every post it will be 1000. Now you can play around with this number. You can post more at once or less. It depends on how much of your item sells, like on how quickly it will actually sell. Now when you start to run out of the material to keep on relisting, you can click on cancelling, and you can run a cancel scan, and that will go through all the items on the auction house, and any ones that you've been undercut on, you can simply just click this button and it will go ahead and it will remove them from the auction house. That way you can have more stock to come back and keep on listing on the auction house. Alright, so while we're selling the sea moths, we might as well add in a few more market resets. We'll do another Dragonflight fish, so the spine fish. Now the market value for this is 4 gold. The region sale average is 4 gold and 27 silver. So it'll be pretty safe to reset it all the way down to around 4 gold. I think we're going to go down to about here before this next big chunk, where there is 13,000 of them. So we'll buy all of these out for a smart average buy of about 3 gold and 30 silver, and then we'll try to resell them all for around the 4 gold mark. Let's go ahead and buy these up. Now I like to do multiple items when I'm doing market resets. This way you're already at the auction house, you might as well add in a few different ones just to keep you busy all the time while you're there. Alright, so we've got these. Let's go ahead and start selling these now. Let's go ahead, let's use Auctionator. Alright, so we're going to be selling for about 4 gold and 5 silver, which I'm happy with that. Let's check how the sea moth is going. Someone's posted 4,000 C, so that is where we definitely need to post some more. So our 1,000 will sell before his 4,897. Even though they're exact same price, because we posted after his, ours will sell first. That is just how the region-wide auction house works. So as you can see, we've already sold some of ours. The 1,000 is definitely going down there. And then we'll have to check with this. So someone's put it down to 4 gold, which I'm happy with 4 gold for this. It still has a lot of room for profit. So I'm happy with posting at 4 gold. Now whenever someone posts one of these below 4 gold, I'm going to buy them out, just to keep the price at 4 gold for this. Oh, very nice. We've got the sales coming in very quickly. Someone brought all of them out actually. So let's go ahead and throw up more. Right, so the prices went up even a bit more. Now we're at 4 gold and 7 silver. Someone just brought a big lot. See, they brought out all 2,000 that we had posted. Maybe it was a good idea if we had even more posted. We don't know if they brought more than 2,000. So you can always play around with this number. If it's an item that moves a lot of volume, you can always bump it up to posting a few thousand at a time, even 10,000 at a time if you really wanted to. Right, so someone's undercut this lot right here by 1,844 of them. Let's get another 1,000 up on the auction house. Right, 2 have undercut us. Let's post it up. And now this is what you want to do. So you constantly stay the most competitive price on the auction house. As you can see, 3 more were just posted. Doesn't matter if even 1 get posted. So here for an example, 1 has been posted. Doesn't matter, let's post another 1,000. So ours sells before this one does. Alright, so we're going to add in a few more items while we're doing this, so we have multiple items to do it with. So we'll see what else we can find. Alright, we're checking out another Dragonflight fish. This one, the prices are a bit too high to really make too much profit off it. Guess you could make a little bit, but not too much. Alright, let's do another one here. The dragon head. Now this has a market value of about 3 gold, so we're going to buy it. We could have went to 3 gold, but as you can see, there's not many more posted to actually bump the price up to 3 gold and 20 9 silver. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll buy out all of these for a smart average buy of 2 gold and 55 silver. So if we're selling anywhere over 3 gold, we have a nice profit on those still. There's been a few more that were posted, so we're buying down to here. Let them load back in. There we go. Right, let's go ahead and get these up in the auction house also. Let's go ahead, get every single one that we brought. Alright, so the bags are full, but we've got all of the 3 different materials. All the sales are coming in. That's what we'd like to see. Let's go ahead and get these posted to the dragon heads. And we're posting for 3 gold and 25 silver. Happy with that. Let's go. Have we been undercut? We have. Let's post those. Sea moths, undercut, they have. Alright, so this is why making sure that you're the most competitive price, because they do get undercut very quickly, because obviously they're current content and everyone's out farming these and getting these as they just play the game and throwing them up on the auction house. Alright, so if you see right here, someone posted 12 of them for 4 gold and 4 silver. It's only 2 different silver from the price that we're actually at, so we're happy with to set the price to 4 gold and 4 silver now. There's no point buying out them. We can keep posting at this price because it's profitable. Once it gets down to a price where it's not as profitable, that is where we'll start buying them out and resetting the price to that current price. Alright, that's still good. And that's still good. So if we look at the dragon heads, you can see if we look at the smart average buy, it is 2 gold and 54 silver. So as long as we're 5% above that, because of the 5% auction house fee, we'll still be profitable. So, and we're selling them for like over 3 gold, so definitely profitable with those bad boys. Alright, let's keep at it, making sure that we're always the most competitive price, even if it's just one posted under us. There's 51 there. So we keep on doing this. Now once you get good at it, you can have a whole heap of different materials that you're actually doing this with. So we're currently doing 3 at the moment. We might even add in a few more in a bit, but if you're just a beginner, you can start off with 1 and work your way up to where you feel comfortable. Then obviously once you start running out of stock in your bags, what you'll want to do is run a cancel scan, cancel them, and then go grab them from the mailbox and just get back into doing it. Alright, so we want some more big sales coming in here. Let's see. So we'll do this for a little while and just get some sales rolling in. Alright, so if we look here at the dragon heads, we can see that someone has posted 610 of them for 3 gold and 20 silver, which is 5 silver below what we're currently at, which we're happy to go with. Now to make sure, we see with these 11, we will actually buy those out though. We don't want the price to drop too much on these. So this one was a bit cheaper and there's not many of them. There's only 12. Let's go ahead and buy these. Get these out of the road. Someone's already brought them. Good enough. We're back up to the price we want to be. Perfect. Alright. Now to stay at this price, we just want to keep on posting. And then any that drop, for this one for an example, below 3 gold, we'll go ahead and buy those out. Now to make sure you're still at a profitable price, if you have a fresh TSM profile, so meaning all your data is fresh, which you can refresh it whenever you like, you'll have a good smart average buy price, which will show you how much on average you spent for this material. So you never want to let what you're selling for go below that price, because then obviously you're in the negative. You always want to be selling for a profitable price, obviously. So you can always just check this smart average buy price and make sure you're not going below that when you're selling them. Or you can just remember the price that you brought them at or write it down, but I like to just use the TSM feature of the smart average buy. This way it's right there on the screen and you can't get it wrong writing it down or anything. Alright, let's keep on posting. How many sales have we got at the moment? 14k, a few sales coming in. We want a bit more though, we want a bit quicker sales. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll keep on making sure that we're the most competitive price, and if the price drops below a price that we're not happy with, to make enough profit, we'll go ahead and buy those out just to boost the price back up. So we'll do this for a little while and I'll show you the results once we're done. Alrighty, so the sales have been coming in very steadily. As you can see, we've got a bunch of sales there. Let's check out what we've actually sold. So it's 63k worth. We've sold a bunch of them. Now these are all just these items that we're market resetting, still at the exact same prices, so we're very profitable on all of these sales. As you can see, we're getting like a sale every minute, multiple every single minute. Very quick sales. So let's get back to what we're doing. Undercut, make sure we're the most competitive price out there. As you can hear, the sales are coming in instantly. Now that is the beauty of doing market resetting on materials that have a really good sell rate. You can see the sales come in super quick, and you can make the profit very quick and easily. Now if you'd like a step-by-step guide on how to actually do this, you can find all of that inside of my flipping guide, plus it teaches 5 other methods of flipping in retail, and you also get a bonus Wrath flipping guide when you also get the flipping guide. So if you want to check that out, it is the first link down below in the description box. It has a list of all the items I recommend doing this with, plus a whole heap of other stuff. You also get my shopping list for Auctionator, Point Blank Sniper, and also all my TSM groups and operations for all the different styles of flipping. Alright, so let's keep at it. Let's see if we can sell a decent amount of these. Well, the end goal is to sell all of these that we've brought. So that is the goal. Alright, let's make sure. Most competitive price here. Basically just doing this for a very long time and keeping the market price where you want to see it. Basically controlling the market for the materials that you are flipping. Alrighty, so we've just reached over the 100k mark, which is really nice in not long whatsoever. So we'll keep at it. We obviously have a lot more of the materials to sell, so we'll keep at it, making sure that we're the most competitive price. Someone's dropped it by 1 silver. Do we wait a little bit, maybe they sell, or do we just start posting at that price? We can do either. It's not too big of a deal. 1 silver. Are they going to sell, or do we drop down to there? Now we could buy them. There is only 10 of them. Would still have a heaps of profit. They might sell though in the next minute or so. Things have been selling very fast, so we'll just give them a moment. If more get posted, a whole heap, we'll just sell at that price. If not, we might just buy them out. But hopefully someone buys them plus some of ours. Alrighty, so these things are selling like hotcakes. It's been less than an hour. As you can see, we've already got 128,000 worth of these sold. Obviously, we still have a lot more, but the sales and the profit that we're getting on each sale is really good. So I'm super happy with how this is going so far. We should be able to make a lot of gold just from flipping these 3 different materials. Alright, so we're starting to sell the stock a bit now. We've got 205k worth of sales on the auction house at the moment. Starting to put a little dent into the stock. We still got a lot to sell though. Pretty sure the sales are starting to come into the mailbox. So we've been doing this for over an hour now. Yeah, we're starting to get the sales coming in from the start of doing this. Super exciting. So what we're going to do is keep on making sure that we're the most competitive price on all 3 of our market resets. The price is still the exact same for this market, same with this one, and this one. So we've managed to keep the market price exactly where we reset it to for the most amount of profit, and it seems to be working really well. Let me just check. We have a whole heap that we need to cancel scan actually, so we'll go ahead, we'll do this, and we'll continue on going. Alrighty, so it's been going very good. We've been selling a bunch of these. If you can see, we have 278k worth of sold materials up on the auction house of these 3 materials that we've been market resetting. So it's going very well. We've still got a decent amount of stock that we have to sell, so we're going to keep on going. It's basically the same thing. What we're going to be doing to sell the rest of these is we're going to keep on posting, making sure we're always the most competitive price. So for an example, we'll do this. Have we been undercut on this? We have. And then what we do once we're done doing this, making sure that always the most competitive price, we do a cancel scan, and then we get all of the materials that have been undercut. We cancel those, get them from the mailbox, come post them just how we're posting. So post them by the 1,000 every single time that we get undercut, and then rinse and repeat that process. So we'll do that probably for about an hour or so until we have sold all the rest of the materials. And then we'll check out how much profit we have made from doing these market resets. Alrighty, so we managed to sell all of the market resetting materials that we had. Let's check out what we've got in the mailbox. It took us about a couple of hours to sell everything and do all the flips. As you can see, we have a lot of sales, being those 3 items that we did market resets on. So 945k. Very nice. Let's go ahead and collect all of this. Now this will go into our TSM data, and we'll be able to see how much profit we actually made from doing these 3 market resets. But I'm pretty sure we started at like 1.2 million and now we're at 1.4. So we've made probably around 200k profit just from a couple of hours work sitting at the auction house flipping. So super easy. Here is our ledger for the whole series so far. As you can see, we're steady going up doing the market resetting. Then we spent a lot of the gold to do at the start we did the sniping only for a couple of days, and as you can see, it's steady going up doing the sniping. And then what we did here was the market resets. We went all the way down to 474k. Now we're all the way back up to 1,419k. So overall, by doing the market resets, we would have made roughly 200,000 gold in a couple of hours of work. So very good for the time spent. Super easy to do. Welcome to episode number 7 of Project Material Flipping. So where did we leave off the last episode? We have 1,419k in our bag. So we pretty much made a token from the last few episodes, and we still have a bunch of materials. So what we're going to do, I think today, is we're going to be doing some market resetting with point blank sniper. So we're going to, I think what we're going to do just for this one episode is we're going to change the price of our buy price to 65, and we're going to buy out everything under 65%, and then we're going to try to reset the price of all the materials to 65. We might do 60. We'll keep it at 60. That's a bit better of a price to do it at. Alright, so we also changed the TSM posting operation. We're going to be posting at 60%. Now what we're doing is buying everything below 60%. So anything under 55% is what's going to give us the majority of the profit. So anything under 55 of the market value is going to give the most amount of profit, and that's also taking in the auction house fee. Normally what we would do is we would post 5% higher than the market value that we have it set to, but what we're going to be doing is setting this to the same price that we're actually going to be selling them at. So we're basically going to be doing market resets on all of these items. but only at 60% of the market value, not like last episode where we reset it to the market value or even over the market value. We're going to be doing it with things under 60% of the market value. Now, when you're doing sniping like we did in the first like 5 episodes, you want to make sure that you're selling it for a minimum of 5% higher than what you're actually sniping them for. That way it takes into consideration the auction house fee, and you're always profitable on every single sale you get by doing that. This way we're basically profitable from 0% up to 55%. In between 55% and 60% is going to be losing money, but we should be able to buy enough materials under the 55% to make enough profit. And because we're resetting the market, we should get a lot more sales, because we'll be constantly be the lowest price no matter what, because we're buying out the rest of them. So this is just another method that you can do. It is a lot riskier, so I would recommend, if you're doing this and you have the flipping guide, to stick to the operations from the flipping guide and just sniping them for cheap and then selling them at least 5% higher than what you're actually the maximum buyout is for the market value. So for an example, if you're buying at 65, you're selling at 60. If you're buying at 60, sorry, you're selling at 55 minimum no matter what. So let's go ahead and give this a go. Let's go ahead and buy out everything here that is worth buying. Only things we'll stay away from are items like this. Now if you look at this, it says that the market value is 40 gold and that it's went up 278% recently. Now if you look all the way down at the region sale average, it's only 3 gold. So this has recently went way above what it should be selling for. So we're going to try to keep this to just items that the buy price that we can buy them for is still below the region sale average. That way it's not an item that has recently went up in price, like in market value, like very recently. It's had a steady price for a while. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll go through these and we'll start buying out anything that meets those criteria. So for an example, this will be an item that we're doing it with, the light hide. That isn't. This will be. So we'll go through, we'll buy them all out, and then we're just going to use the TSM operations to post everything up on the auction house. And we'll constantly be buying anything that pops up on Point Blank Sniper that meets the criterias and that we already have brought in this first go, basically. Alright, so we're done buying out all the materials that met the criterias that we want to buy out. So what we'll do is we'll grab everything from the mailbox. We're going to have a whole heap of stuff. And we'll get it all posted up on the auction house, and what we'll do is we'll constantly keep on buying the same materials that we've already brought at 60% of the market value, which will mean all of our ones that we have listed will be at a competitive price, if not way higher than 60% of the market value. Probably closest, most of them will be closer to 100% of the market value. We should have a lot of profit coming in from them. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the TSM groups from the flipping guide. We're going to post up all of these materials. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that, and then we'll go back to buying them out with the Point Blank Sniper. As you can see, we got a bunch of materials. Some we already had. We had a few from the leftover, like this full bag, or these ones. So let's go ahead and post everything up on the auction house. Alright, let's get the second inventory full. Here are the second bags. Let's get these all up on the auction house. And the final inventory. Alright, so we've got everything posted up on the auction house with a total value of 533,000 gold. So what we're going to do now is continue to buy out any of the materials that we have on the auction house that are under 60%. So we'll go through here and we'll keep on buying those out. And then on top of that, we will run some cancel scans. So we make sure that we have the group selected and click on cancel scan. And this will remove any that we've been undercut on, or don't meet our criteria anymore. So let's go ahead and continue to buy them out. Alright, so it's back to all the materials that we don't want to buy because they didn't meet the criteria. So our market, we should be the most competitive price on the majority of our materials. And what we can do is we can run a cancel scan, remove any ones that we aren't, throw them back up on the auction house, and then continue to keep on buying out any new items that get posted that meet the criteria that we're looking for. Oh, there's a cheap awakening. Alright, so we'll do this for a little while and we'll see some sales start to come in. Alright, so the sales are coming in nice and steady. So what we're going to do now is we're going to keep on running cancel scans on the group from the flipping guide, and then also buy out any of the items that we have for sale that come up on Point Blank Sniper that meet the criteria of us buying them even more. Well, that's a good deal. Anyways, so we'll come back, we'll keep on repeating that process. We'll come back once we have a decent amount of sales from doing this. Right, so we're back. We went offline for a couple of hours and let's check out what is sold. So we've got 46k of sales in the mailbox, a lot coming from them scales right there, 11k, and then a bunch of different items. Stonehide leather, 9k. It's just a bunch of different items from the groups. Let's go ahead and continue throwing these up. We might start doing some undercut scans now, and I'm trying to be a bit more competitive with the pricing. Alrighty guys, so it is the next morning and we're just cleaning out the mailbox, and we've got a whole heap of sales waiting in the mailbox. As you can see on the very first page, 193k. So very nice. We sold a whole heap of these scales, and looking at the price is back up to 4 gold. So I'm guessing someone did a market reset and bought all of the ones we had listed up in the auction house. So I wish we had all of them posted up on the auction house, but that's really good. Someone brought 40,000 of them, plus we sold a bunch of different ones to a whole heap of other people. Also some big ones. These Stonehide leather. What else we got? 11k here, some more of the scales. Let's go ahead and collect all of the gold. We still have some items I think we need to repost. So that's going to bring us back up to 1.2 mil. Actually, we'll be over that. Nearly 1.3 mil. Right, and there's the rest of it. So 1,280k gold at the moment. We need to get these things all back up on the auction house. A total clear out. So it was 200,000 that we had in the mailbox. So let's go ahead and post up these materials that we have left over on the auction house. Whoa, the mooncloth has a crazy price at the moment. 235 gold each, and we brought ours for 110 gold each. So that'll be a nice profit if we manage to sell those. Over 100% ROI actually, which is nice. The scales are instantly selling. That is what we want to see. Alright, let's get the rest of these posted up in the auction house. We still got a whole heap of these dusts. A lot of them. Right, I think there was a few more scales in the mailbox. Let's go ahead and grab those. Yep, oh no, it's more spirit dust. Great. Like we need more of that. We brought, how much did we buy? 150,000. We've only sold about 40,000 so far. So we did buy a lot of these. Now they're extremely cheap item. So I don't know if you're trying to make a lot of gold, if it's worth doing like flips with an item this cheap. However, it does have a good sell rate, so we should be able to sell it off over a couple of days. Alright, everything's posted, except we've already got 50,000 of these up on the auction house. So the auction house is sitting at 312,000, and we have 1,280k in the bags at the moment. Alright, so we'll let these items that are up at the auction house sell a bit. We'll do a couple undercut scans like once every half an hour We might wait an hour or two, and then we'll move on to the next plan. Oh, someone's already undercut us. Then Mooncloth. It's going to be a very good profit if we manage to sell those. Alright, so we'll do this just for a little while, some undercut scanning, and see if we can sell a bit more of the items before we move on to the next flip. Alright, we've been doing a bit of cancel scanning and reposting for a while now. We've managed to sell a decent amount of the materials. We sold the rest of the Mooncloth, a whole heap of the scales, heap of the spirit dust. We have 76k in sold items up in the auction house at the moment. We still have 219k worth to actually sell though, so we still have a decent amount. Let's check the mailbox. What do you, we've only got like 1k in here, so we have about 76k coming in over the next hour, and we don't have too much of the materials we still need to sell, but we're gonna have a good profit of these Mooncloth. We paid 110 gold, and we sold them, the ones that we recently sold, I think they sold like 240 gold each, and then the ones before that they were selling for around 135 up to 143. So we got some good profits from flipping all of those Mooncloths, and we sold the rest of them, so they're all sold. So what we'll do is we'll come back in an hour once this all pops up in the mailbox. We'll see what the numbers are looking like then. So our main goal right now is just to sell the rest of the stock. We have 12 different materials with a total auction house listing value of 119k. So it'd be good to sell off the majority of those before we start doing the next big flips. Alright, we're back on after a few hours. We just reposted everything that has not sold on the auction house. So we have 170k still listed on the auction house. Do we have anything in the bags? We do not. And we also have 116k in sales in the mailbox. So all the Mooncloth, the rest of that sold. We'll actually check out on the ledger and we'll see how profitable we were with the Mooncloth. So that brings us up to 1,396k. This is what our ledger is looking like at the moment since the start of the challenge. So here are the sales. We brought all of the Mooncloth for 105k, and then we resold it all for 138k. So a nice little profit off all of that. Alright, so we still got another 170k to sell. That's up on the auction house. So we'll keep doing some cancel scans, so we're the most competitive price, and we'll see if we can get some more sales in. What we might do is try to do a market reset on the Magma Thrasher. Now, if we look at the market value, it's 28 gold. The region sale average is 26 gold, and there's a whole heap of them for about 22, 23 gold. So what we'll do is we'll buy them out all the way to 28, which is just below the market value, so it's not too crazy of a price for them. We're only going to be buying 7,000 too, so we should be able to sell them very quickly. On average, on each realm, they have a region average daily sold of 10,000. Oh wait, that's only 1,000. I wonder if they'll sell quick enough. I think we might give it a chance. We're only buying 7,000. We should be able to sell a decent amount of them. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to be buying them all for 23 gold each. That's going to be the smart average buy price for these. And we'll try to resell them for about 28 gold each. Let's go ahead and do it. Alright, let's grab these. Now I'll show you, if you don't know how doing market reset works, so we just did the market reset then, but what we're going to do to post these is a bit different to how we're selling the other materials. So if we look at this right here, we have a smart average buy of 23 gold. So we need to make sure that we're selling them for more than that, plus the 5% auction house cut that is going to take when we sell these. So what I like to do is sell it with Auctionator, and you come to this tab right here, and this is called the selling tab. And what we can do here is we can set this up so we can post a certain amount, whatever amount we want. Let's start off by posting, say, 1,000 at a time. The deposit cost is really cheap. Post for 12 hours, and what we're going to do is now we're going to post some more for 28 gold. And as you can see where it says owned, it says yes on the top. That means that we own the next one that is going to sell. Now when someone undercuts us, it will say no above it and ours won't be at the top. So once that happens, what we want to do is simply just post another 1,000, or you can change this to say we just want to post 100 at a time to save the trips to the mailbox, so we can stay here and just do this. For an example, if someone undercuts us, just like that, someone undercut us, they posted 88, so we can post another 100, just like that. And so now we are going to sell our 100 before the 88 sell. Now if someone posts for a ridiculously cheap price, like for what we bought them for around 23 gold, we simply just buy those off the auction house to keep the price at 28 gold. So we simply just keep on doing this until we start getting the sales. As soon as someone undercuts, we post more, unless it's below our market reset price, which in this case is 28 gold. So if it was below 28 gold, we'd buy it out. If they post at 28 gold, we just post again, and ours will be the next to sell. Alright, we're going to do another reset here. So these sell 27,000 per round per day, so they sell a lot. This is water flow fillet, so another Dragonflight material. I believe it's food for cooking, I'm pretty sure. But what we're going to be doing is, as you can see, the market value for this is about 2 gold. The region sale average is 4 gold, so it used to go for about 4 gold. So I think we could definitely get at least 3 gold each for these. So what we're going to do, and there's a whole heap posted for like 1 gold, 60 silver and below. So if we were to buy them out all the way to 3 gold and 8 silver, that's only 10,000 to actually buy. It's only going to be 19k, and we're paying 2 gold each, and then we'd be able to resell them for 3 gold each. So I think that is what we're going to do. Just another little market reset that we can do while we're already at the auction house. Just trying to do some different items to show you some of the other items can actually work. You just need to make sure it's got a decent sell rate, enough where you can see them sell. And 30, what was it? Let's just check once more. 37,000 is definitely, you'll see that sell very consistently. Alright, so there was 5 more posted for 3 gold, 3 silver. We kind of want to be at 3 gold and 8 silver. So we'll just go ahead and quickly buy those 5 out. Then we can post at a much better price overall for all of them. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll just post 1,000 at a time. There's been another 3 posts. Let's quickly get rid of them and start posting at our price. Alright, so let's post 1,000 at a time for 3 gold and 8 silver. Now these should sell very, very quickly. Need to make sure that we're still the most competitive price on both the market resets that we're going to do. Alright, and the next market reset we'll do, this will be a more risky one. We're going to spend 567k on the crystals. These are the Dragonflight crystals, the resonant crystals, and we're going to have a smart average buy of 125 gold, and we're going to try to resell them for about 137. So not too much profit, but they should sell pretty quick by doing these. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's grab all of these, and we're going to try to sell at 137 gold. So not too much gold profit after the 5% cut, but still definitely profit. So let's go ahead and give these a go. Alright, so we've got a few different items that most people wouldn't think of actually doing market resets on. So let's see how we go with actually selling these. Now we might post just we'll do 1,000 at a time. Actually, let's do 100 at a time, and we're going to be posting for 37 gold each. Now I wonder how quick we're going to get undercut on those. Alright, we've got a few more here we've been undercut on, and basically what we're going to do is just go through these 3 items, and just whenever we get undercut, we're going to post again, or if it's way below the price and we can afford to buy it, we're going to buy it out. Let's have a look at another item. Oh, the resonant crystals are starting to sell. That's what we like to see. The resonant crystals are definitely selling the quickest out of the bunch. Oh damn, these crystals are selling way quicker than the other ones. Now we're talking. Whole heap of sales coming in every minute or so, so they're selling really quickly. Alright, so we're starting to see a bit of all the materials that we did market resets on. Starting to see them all sell a bit, which is what we want to see. We've got 57k in sales in the auction house at the moment. Alrighty, so it's taking longer than expected, but we've sold a decent amount of the materials. We've got 540k in the mailbox. Let's go ahead and collect that. So a lot of the resonant crystals, a bunch of them, and also the other two items that we did market resets on, we sold pretty much the majority of them. We still have a bunch of the resonant crystals to sell though. So if we look at the auction house, we still have 443k worth of items listed up on the auction house that we still need to sell. A lot of the value is in the resonant crystals, so we do need to sell off nearly 2,000 of them still. We've got heaps of the scales, and we've only got 1,000 of the magma thrashers. So we've sold a decent chunk of the materials. What we'll do now is we'll just we'll keep doing cancel scans, making sure our items are the most competitive priced. Alrighty guys, so it's been a couple of hours and we've sold pretty much all of the leftover materials. We had a heap of the resonant crystals we still had to sell, and the scales, a bunch of different things. We sold the rest of the magma thrashers. We only had 1,000 of those left. Let's go ahead and collect that. So we have 360 gold in the mailbox, and that brings up the total to 1,475k. So just under 500k there. Super happy with. So we have more than enough now to get a token, and I think that is where we're going to end this series. So we started off with 1 million and we're up to 1,475k in only a few days, so it went very well and we made a lot of profit with only a little bit of time put into it. We also still have some items up on the auction house that we need to sell, so we could even make even more, but we do have enough for a token. So I think that is the main goal of this series, was to get to a token. Now if you would like to learn exactly how to do this and flip materials, plus a whole heap of different methods of flipping in retail, you can find all of that inside of my flipping guide. You'll also get my TSM groups and operations to sell the flips, and you'll also get my auctionator shopping list, which will have all the materials that you can put into Point Blank Sniper, and you can do exactly what I've been doing throughout this series. You also get access to a private Discord where we all help each other out. If anyone needs help with anything, there's a lot of useful and helpful people inside of the private Discord. But that is it for this series. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more gold making and flipping videos. Till the next one guys, take care.